wait for it. Okay, we are live. So we are live with Christmas around the world. Thank you, everyone that tunes in and follows us and watches the replays. I love all the support and I love sharing all this Christmas cheer with everybody. So today we are going to Italy, and I have one of my favorite Italians with me today, Gianni. So
Ah,
Gianni, welcome. Thank you for doing this for me. And let's tell everyone about you and what you do.
thank you, Angie. Thank you for calling me. Thank you for trusting me. And we are good friends, I can say. I'm Gianni Dell'Aiuto is my name. I'm a bad person because I'm a lawyer, but by the way, I try to be not the worst lawyer. I live in Rome, so everybody is welcome to visit me and bring a beer. I will have with you and share my favorite pasta that is a real carbonara, not the one with cream, but with real Italian chickpeas, not even bacon we use it, and eggs. And please do not dare ask me how I am pizza with pineapples. Every time you eat pizza with pineapple, an Italian grandma dies. So please save our old parents. I'm basically a lawyer, but I do not think you will enjoy me talking about my professional life. But my professional life is connected with internet. You know, Angie, you're aware. I've studied all the problems of internet. I study all of you because I watch you every morning when you check social, check your Facebook and LinkedIn before have coffee or read the news while update your pages, and you stay home and you have every delivery home. You do not like make sport outside, but you have classes online, and you watch TV online, you watch web TV, and I know you perfectly. You make everything online, and I know who you are because you are no more Homo sapiens, but you are Homo Googlis. That's this. That's what I think we are turning and we are moving in a different kind of generation. We are different than Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens was the man that was coming out from caves to take Neolithic revolution, to start living, to start meet people, to date women or date men, for hunting, searching food. And now Homo Googlis is living totally a digital revolution from home, a revolution home delivery. It's very comfortable, I think, I guess. But are you sure it's the best solution, Angie? What do you think?
I love this. The first time I talked to Gianni, well, we talked about GDPR, so because he does that as a lawyer, but he brought this up, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is so us. This is so what's happening. We're so integrated and just immersed in our technology that we're starting to lose our humanity. I see that too every day, especially the younger generations, right? The younger you are, the more they're immersed. I mean, you see the 4-year-olds on tablets and they're not outside playing, like they are, and we're changing. Yeah.
Is getting a huge problem, I think. I see too many families give children a tablet to say, do not bother us while we talk, while we make shopping, wherever. So please, not at all. And I've read history once happened in the United States where a little child, 4 years old, bought a coach on Amazon, making click, click, click. And worst in United Kingdom, a woman gave her little daughter, 2 or 3 years old, her mobile while she was having a shower. And the little girl was very happy, and even the friends of mom were very happy when received all the video and photos of the woman under shower, even her work connections. So that's funny, but are you sure it's funny like this?
Yeah.
And Angie, you talk about children. I'm sure you perfectly remember telephone number of your grandma and grandpa and maybe your first boyfriend when you used to start dating to make numbers and call him. Do you remember number of your friends and work partners right now? How many children do they still remember telephone numbers? Memory is in our mobile, is no more here. We do not exercise memory anymore. And what is worst, I always say, and please do not be offended, but I know all of you. When you blame and complain that someone is spying us because you think that someone is a spy inside our mobile, inside our computer, I say, no, it's your fault because I know you. You are a liar. Don't believe me. Are you sure?
I
Do you want,
do.
do you want to be sure? I have proof. I have evidence you are a liar. Because at least 3 times a day you say the same lie. Let me have it and show you that you lie on your mobile when someone is asking you, do you accept terms and conditions? Did you carefully read what I'm submitting and I'm proposing you? And you say, yes, yes, yes. And you are answering yes to a contract that allows someone to use your data, to use your connections, to use your like and all your click. And thanking this, you are paying with your personal data someone to use yourself, to profile yourself, to connect your friends and everybody else. So be careful. Now
Yeah,
indeed,
that's a good point. I mean, we do. We just click and we say yes, and I am guilty, 100%. I click that thing, I've read it, and I have not, right? I've never read one of those damn things all the way through. I'm totally guilty, and you're right. We need to be more careful about what we're doing because we are just signing up for trouble. Absolutely.
yes.
Um, Real quick, I want to say hey to Donatus. Donatus is on checking stats. Says, hey
Yes,
friends.
some friends are here. And what is worst, when you talk with someone online, who's on the other side of the screen? Are you sure the web page, the social network you use, whatever, there is a real person or artificial intelligence is creating something on the other side? Are you sure we are not talking with a cyber criminal, with a hacker, and we are offering them not only our credit card, but our identity? So,
Right. So scary, especially now. Everybody's shopping online. It's Christmas time. We're just handing it out to everybody.
yes,
Crazy, crazy, scary stuff. We do need to be more careful. So this is what Gianni does. He is, and it's not in English yet, right? Homo Guglius, is it still in Italian?
at the moment it's still in Italian, but I'm looking to translate and some publisher that will share with me copyright. Can be a good
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, yeah. We should talk about that. I could probably help you translate that.
But
Yeah. I don't
most
know
of
why we
all,
don't.
I wish to meet personally Mr. Brin and Mr. Page from Google to give them a copy of my book. Angie, did you think that to have Homo sapiens, we needed 30 centuries? Mother Nature needed 30 centuries. By Mr. Brin and Mr. Page, they needed less than 25 years to create Homo Googlis and to change humanities. And we are paying them with our data to do this,
I know. It's
like
scary when you look at it
miracles.
that way. So scary. So let's talk about something happy.
Anyway,
Alright.
that's we have just to face it, Angie.
Yeah, I know. It is. Oh, it's really scary stuff. So for real. So yeah, you can find Gianni. We'll put all his information up, but he's on my LinkedIn. And we'll put more information. He has a new website coming up for Homo Guglius next
Yes.
week, I think. So look into that. Really interesting concept and a great guy just to chat with. Makes me smile every time.
Thank you, Angie.
So let's talk a little bit about Christmas in Italy. So tell me, what are your favorite traditions? What are some things that you might do in Italy that we don't do here?
Well, Christmas is part of our life. Since I was a little child, I used to enjoy gift for Christmas. Then I was shocked when I didn't meet anymore Santa Claus and someone told me about him. And sorry, Angie, before go back, let me remind this, why we believe in fake news online. Well, we believe in Santa Claus. I think Santa Claus is the first fake news we had to face since little child. But by the way, Christmas is tradition, is moment to meet with family, is the moment of a big lunch that in some regions of Italy they say we start to cook in November to have everything ready for Christmas. And every family has got its own tradition. In the south of Italy, they have a really big dinner at on 24 and another big lunch on 25. I come from a small family. We love we don't do not have a big dinner, but we enjoy the moment mostly for the children. That's Children Day mostly for us.
Yeah, yeah. I also, if I remember, don't you usually have fish? Do a lot of Italians have fish for Christmas?
Well, tradition the day before Christmas, we should not eat meat. This is a religious tradition, and really most family they do not eat meat, so they eat a lot of fish, and but this religion says you should not eat meat and you should eat very light, not so much. But it's totally against what really happens, and dinner
Yeah.
are really huge, like sometimes like a wedding. Sometimes they are like wedding lunch or
Oh
wedding
my
dinner.
gosh. That's wild. I also was reading a little bit. I'd never heard this before. I'm just curious. This is why I love asking real people because you check out Google, get all this information. I'm like, oh, that really happens. This was something I read too. It says the Christmas celebrations start 8 days before Christmas with special novena. Do you celebrate Christmas like 8 days early? Like, is that something Italians generally do, or is this just like the Catholics doing this?
In Catholic, they respect much more if you strongly believe, but let me be honest, more people is consumistic day and we make shopping, buying things, and everybody's going mad about a Christmas tree. We make a lot of presepe for tradition. I do not remember the English word, but most of the houses, for sure, all the schools, they have little Jesus with Joseph and Mary and the cow.
Nativity.
Yes, and the
Yeah.
donkey. So they represent this. Yes,
Yeah, nativity scenes are really big there. And then but you guys keep Jesus until,
native scenes.
the
Yes,
24th, right? Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I was raised Catholic too, and, when, my son was younger, we would have the nativity scene, and for Christmas, I would always hide the baby Jesus, and he would try to find him, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cute because you remember
Well,
what Christmas is," but
is a tradition, and in Naples there is a famous school of handmade Christmas scenes by great craftsmen, and they represent not only the traditions, but every year there is someone famous, handmade totally perfectly. For sure, we had the presidents Obama and Trump. Do not know if they will make. Biden as well, but most of the football players and the actors and actresses are always in the middle of nativity scenes. Tradition of Naples is really huge, and since many years. There is a famous street in Naples, do not remember the name, where craftsmen are very skilled and very specialized for Christmas, for nativities.
oh, that's really, really interesting. And we're really slow today, guys, with the numbers here. So if I'm missing you, I'm sorry, but I wanted to say hi to people who are popping on. So hi, Johan, and Rob Schmid was out there, I think. So if I'm missing you, I'm sorry, but we're happy you're here, happy you're watching. So hi. So nativities are really big there. Do you also? So I've got a few pictures. First,
Yes.
Do you actually eat that?
Yes, this is panettone, is the typical Christmas tree, Christmas cake. And there is another one. I really like panettone. Industry, they work a lot, but there are some kind that can cost up to 45, 50 bucks. And I saw one that was one more than 80 because they fill with some French special cognac reserve or different recipes.
Ah.
I love the one with the cinnamon and apples. There are others with chocolate, with different creams, with lemon. But this one that I'm seeing is the traditional real panettone from Milano.
And
Yes.
what's in there? Is that a raisin?
Yes, raisin and candies.
Oh,
Raisin.
interesting. So I found that. And then I saw this. Do you still have Christmas markets?
I'm not
What?
sure. In many cities, they can cancel this year due to pandemic and virus. In the north of Italy and south and Austria and Germany, Christmas markets are really huge and great. Good place to have a walk and have a glass of vin brûlé. Is warm wine with cinnamon and some other ingredients for
Oh my gosh,
receiving.
that's so good. I was in Bolzano
Yes.
for Christmas once. It was years ago, but oh, it's so beautiful. And that, so I was living in Germany, and so had the Glühwein, and they were all about their Glühwein, but I really liked it more in Italy. It's much nicer.
Welcome as soon as possible, Angie.
Oh, I can't wait. I know. And then my other question was, what in the world is this thing? Does it bring, and it said it
Well,
brings presents or something? Do you really have a
this
witch?
is another tradition. The woman that
Mhm.
is described ugly, she's called in Italian Befana. Befana is the 6th of January in
Okay.
this extra part of Christmas, and she usually brings cookies, cakes, and everything sweet to good boys, but to the bad boys, bad girls, they usually we say she brings coal that is
Oh,
coming from the fire. So 6th of January for us, when I was a little boy, will I receive in socks because she's bringing things in the socks. Will I receive cakes or coal? But
ooh.
we have even a sugar coal that was very nice because you eat sugar that is sweet but with a very terrible black mouth.
Notice he's very well versed in the coal. So
Yeah.
apparently Gianni
I'm
got
waiting
coal.
for coal.
That's very funny. Oh, that's so fun. And then I know you have a lot of the same traditions that I do, like Christmas trees and lots of lights and such like that. Is there anything else that you can think of that's kind of unique to?
Basically, native scenes and Christmas trees are all the things that someone should. And there is a big discussion. When is the moment to have Christmas tree? And someone says 8th of December, 1st of December. Someone that is really Christmas addicted is having this, or even in November, but the 6th of January, you should remove everything. But a lot of people is just too lazy and keep it until the end of January. And some families, they can have discussion who's in charge to remove. Everybody is happy to do it with Christmas music, gospels, and everything. But the 6th of January is the moment people go mad and say, you should do it. No, I will not do it. I did 1 year ago.
Isn't that
That's
crazy? You know, it's so funny too. There's a lot of countries that celebrate the 6th of January. And I'm assuming you do it because of the Epiphany, the Three Kings, a very
yes.
reason. Yeah. So, I mean, we have that as Catholics, we know that. But, in the United States, we don't do anything for the 6th of January. The day after New Year's, we're back to work and it's over.
It's local tradition. If I duly remember, in some countries, like in the east of Europe, they have Saint Nicholas. And yes, in Sweden, 13 of The 13th of December, there is Saint Lucy. And yes, every country has got his own tradition and someone different to bring a gift to children.
Yeah, that's funny. I was just talking to, I don't know if you know Johan Arnmarker. He comes to EEPT sometimes, but I was had him yesterday. Him and Nina were talking about Sweden, and they do a big St. Lucy's Day, the 13th. So
Yeah.
that's big in Sweden. And here I actually do St. Nick's Day. I always have because raised Catholic, right? But only Catholics do it. So I remember my son went to a public school, and he was like 6 years old, and he came home, and we were in a very predominantly Muslim town. We were in Detroit, and so very few Christians at a school. And he came home and he said, "Ma, everybody in my school was bad. Nobody got Saint Nick. Saint Nick only came to our house." So, but that's what we put things in the stockings is December 6th or St. Nick's Day. So yeah, it's funny. Everybody has their own little ways. I gotta say, I really like the witch. I think the witch is super cute, actually. I know she's supposed
Yes,
to be ugly, but I think she's cute.
but she's not really a witch. She's living somewhere, maybe close to Santa Claus, and she's flying in the sky to visit all the children. That's nice.
That reminds me, that's another question. So the witch flies through the sky. I'm finding this really fascinating. How does Santa come to your children?
How they? Sorry,
How
didn't.
does Santa come to your kids? So Nicola from Spain said that Santa comes from the Netherlands on a boat. And here, my Santa Claus comes with flying reindeer from the North Pole.
Same Santa Claus,
Okay,
but
you have the same as we do.
Pepana is coming with the, how you call it?
The whip and the sleigh.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay, so we have the same one. I think that's funny too. I was like, "Oh my gosh." And then in Kenya, Aunt Tony that just joined our other group too, he said that they don't really have that at all. Jesus comes riding on a horse.
Oh, I didn't
I
know
mean,
this one. This is news to news. This is news
oh,
for me.
I'm so funny. I did this last year, and I'm still learning things every single time. It's so crazy. I just want to say hi to Monica. She's always watching my Business Without Borders. It's so good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, so thanks for joining me, Monica. Okay, very cool, Gianni. Anything else that I didn't ask or something fun that we haven't talked about?
Yeah, I hope we can have one Christmas together somewhere, and I hope next year we can start to fly around the world again like Santa Claus. Should be a good idea and without any limits. That's the gift
Yeah,
we can ask Santa to give us for this year.
that's what we're gonna ask. Dear Santa, please take this stupid virus away so we can finally start traveling. I haven't been to Italy in years. I would love to come back and especially Rome. I didn't know you were in Rome for some reason. I didn't know that.
Yes, I live in Rome. My law firm is based here, but I come from a little city in Tuscany. It's called Volterra, probably one of the most old ancient cities of Italy, 500 years at least older than Rome.
Oh,
It's,
wow.
well, just let me tell you this. For sure, when you come visit Italy, everybody's watching Rome, Florence, Milan, Naples, Tower of Pisa, and Venice. I really love, I'm in love with Venice. But we have a lot of small, middle-sized cities. Volterra is mine, and is probably the only city in the world when you can see together with Middle Age, Romance, and Etruscan, yes, and Renaissance. But I love Ferrara, Ravenna, Mantova, Ostuni in the south is a city totally white that reminds Greek traditions. In Sicily, there are very beautiful cities that I really love. Bolzano, that you told before, is huge as well. So Italy is, and every city, every little corner is different. And sometimes we fight each other to choose who is the best. But that's Italy.
You fight each other, but I will tell you this too. So when I lived in Germany, we had a Wohnmobil, like a small RV. So we would go camping through Italy. So we did get to see a lot of those smaller towns along the way. And from north all the way to the south, which is a very long way. I mean, people look at Italy and say, "Oh, it's so tiny." You know, it's not. It's huge. It's a long
It's
way.
quite big.
Yeah, yeah. But everyone is so incredibly friendly. I love Italians. Like even in a
Nice.
small town, some of them can't speak English whatsoever, and they're still just so happy speaking Italian at you, and like, oh, what's
Yes.
happening? But we're having a good time.
Okay.
So I love Italians. I always have so much fun when I go there. And
I'll wait
yeah,
for
I'm
you as
looking
soon as
forward to
possible.
yes, you can count on that. That's for sure. Well, thank you again, Gianni, for being with me
Thank you,
and
Angie.
chatting today. Thank you, everyone who joined us. And I will be back tomorrow about the same time. Actually, a little bit later, 1 o'clock my time tomorrow. We're going to Nigeria with Ms. Omu Olibor. So join us tomorrow if you have some time. And if you don't, we've always got the replays on the YouTube channel. And thanks again for joining me. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.